Hey guys, this is John with CheatSheetPros.com. Today we're going to take a look at some sports bets with the NBA cheat sheet. I'm going to show you how I utilize it. Check the description below and there's a link to come to our free Facebook group where I post this sheet for free every Thursday. Today is January 4th, 2021, and I'm just going to flip through here and show you some of the plays that I've noticed on the early sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the video up so you guys can take a look at it and let me know if you like it or don't like it. So the first game, I'm going to start at the bottom and kind of work my way up, is Milwaukee. So you can see this, well, this line's out to 16 now. So this has blowout written all over it. You can see over here, this is our stat model using the last 3 games. It looks just like a box score would. And you can see over here, Milwaukee's top 3 in field goal attempts, field goal percentage, 3-point attempts, 3-point percentages, rebounding. If you come down here and you look at the efficiencies, they're scoring about 13 more points per game over the season, over the last 3, and you got a spread of 16. And then on the defensive side, they're allowing 6 to 11 less points per game. So I like Milwaukee here. I don't like laying this many points in a game, so I would look at either putting a first half money line parlay together or maybe taking a first half spread, because I don't think many of the studs see the second half. As far as the total, you can see down here on our totals model, we got it at 224.7. It's at 224. And then our average here, we've got it at 231. So we're kind of bouncing around the number. Don't like a play on the total. So I would lean Milwaukee first half and go that route. Indy and New Orleans, the play I like here is the under 217. You can see this opened at 218. It's down to 217. We have 64% of the tickets on the under. And then you can see our models here across the board. We've got 218, 204, 214, and they average out at about 212, sliding below this under 217. Down here on our totals model, we have it at 204, and we get this indicator here, which I tell people, pay attention. If this is pace up or pace down, that's a trigger that this game could easily hit. So you could call it like a tier 1 play. So this is a pace down game here, and if you look down here in the pace possessions per game, you can see over the season they're playing at the 22nd and 28th pace, so slow and really slow. And then over the last 3 games, they're playing even slower at the 26th and 28th pace. You can see their possessions per game, whenever they're this far below league average and you put those 2 teams together, it's like molasses. It slows the game down a ton. So over here on our projected pace averages, you can see this is going to be anywhere between 95 and 100 possessions is what we're going to shoot this game at. And then you come up here and you look at these efficiencies, and you've got Indy, they're playing at a 111, allowing 1.07, and New Orleans is playing at 1.07, allowing 1.03. So if you just take a quick average of the offensive, defensive, both of these teams are going to play about a 1.07, which we can tell the Vegas line is 1.5, so this is going to be pretty close. So that's going to put them at a 1.07 each, and even if we put them at 100 possessions, then that's about 214 points, which is going to put it under the total. Now, we've got this going as low as 95 possessions, so that 214 is kind of a high, and it's going to pull us down, and even our average model has us at 212. So I do like a play here on the under. Now, over here on the Vegas records and trends, you can see Indy, they're 50-50 on over-unders against the spread. They're 3-3. But you can see New Orleans is 1-5 for the over. So 83% of the games New Orleans is in, which they're playing at the slowest pace, 83.3% of those games is an under. So we like the under here. Under 217 is going to be one of my recommended plays that I like. As far as a side, I don't have anything dead set on. You can see our average model here. We have New Orleans squeaking by. Personally, I'm kind of biased. I have Indy in this game. I like them to cover it, but again, not one I'm going to do a play. We're going to do Indy, New Orleans under 217. And then let me run up here. So Houston, you quickly see in a Houston game, you've got 100% of the tickets on the over. I like a play on Houston here. When I got it, it was -3. You can see it open at 2.5. It was at 4 when I refreshed it to make this video. It's already out to 4.5. Luka's questionable. I don't know if they'll rush him back. If they don't, this line's going to go even higher, so I would get it earlier rather than later. You can see spread tickets are about 50-50. It's split. Houston doesn't play any defense, so you always have these 100% on the over when it opens in the morning. I don't have a particular play on the side. Our numbers are going to lean towards the under here, which you can see our average, but that can go either way. I mean, Luke is going to be a big component of the game, and I don't know if he's going to play, so I'm not really going to look at the total. As far as Houston, I mean, they've been doing really well. You can see they've got an advantage here in three-point percentage rates, field goal percentage rates. They're plus 8% over the last 3 games. They're shooting 8% better from the free throw line. You get Harden, John Wall, Wood. I don't mind it here, so I'm going to go with a play on Houston and lay the 4. And then we come up here. Let me see if I had anything on this Toronto-Boston game. So I really like Boston money line here. You can see they open at +3. They're out to +4. And then 77% of the people are laying it with Toronto. So I am completely against the public in this game. So I'm going to take money line on this +4 and take plus money. It's probably somewhere between +120, +130. You can see all of our models, we have Boston winning. Our totals, we kind of hover around the Vegas one. We're at 214, open at 215, moved to 218. Our projection model has it less than 210, so I'm going to stay away from the total, but I do like Boston here. And you can see our models, we have them winning, but then Toronto's 1-4, and they're coming off of a loss, and then their offensive and defensive efficiencies are both less than 1. So decent defense, they're only giving up 96 points per 100 possessions, but they're only scoring 0.98. Boston's scoring a lot more. They're at a 1.10 versus a 1.04. So these teams are going to grade out about the same from an efficiency perspective. If you come down here, if you've Googled or you know anything about effective possession ratio, both teams are sitting about the same. They're within a 0.01 of each other. And then our possessions, I'm not really worried about because I'm not playing anything on the total here. And then if you look at the offensive efficiency numbers, Boston's at almost a 1.09, meaning they're scoring 109 points per 100 possessions, and Toronto's only scoring 0.98, so 98. So Boston's scoring about 10 more points per 100 possessions. Over the last 3 games, it's climbed a little bit to 11.4. Defensively, though, Boston's giving up about that same amount of points the other way, so it should be a pretty tight game. I like Boston money line here just because they're 4-3. We're going to get the plus money on the spread, or plus money on the money line. Another game I like here is this Atlanta Knicks game. So the Knicks have burned me a couple of times this year, so I'm kind of salty against them. Over here you can see our average model. We've got Atlanta covering by about 10, spread 6.5. So I don't mind a play on Atlanta. We've got one of our models with them winning as high as 17 points, 10, and then we have one where the Knicks keep it a little bit closer. You can see over here the Knicks have struggled the last 3 games in field goal percentages. They don't take very many 3-point attempts, and then you're going to come over here, and Atlanta is really good at rebounding. They're taking a ton of 3-point attempts. They're shooting about 6% better, and they're averaging almost 9 more field goals per game. So the pace on this game can be anywhere from 98 to 102, so kind of a mix. I lean the under here if I'm playing anything. I mean, if you're going from 98 to 102 possessions, and then you've got New York, who's just playing at a extremely slow pace. What are they at down here? So New York plays at the 27th slowest pace, 26th slowest pace over the last 3 games. And then Atlanta, they used to play really fast. Now they've slid back to about middle of the road. So if you're going to play this game out, say a 1.02, 1.04, that's 206 points per 100 possessions. So if it comes at 100, you're looking at 206. 98, you're going to go below that. If you get over 103, then you're going to get more around that 210, 215 range. But either way, I think 223 is too high. So I'm going to play under 223 here. Again, this is against the public. 82% of the money is on the over. I'm going to lean on the under here. I don't mind a small play on Atlanta -6.5 as well if you're looking for a parlay. If we come up here to Miami OKC, I don't believe I have anything here. Let me check my sheet. Okay. I don't mind a small play on OKC money line. They opened at +8. They went to +9. The spread's about 50-50. 91% of the people are on Miami. I completely understand it. +9, though, I mean, that's a huge money line that you can take a shot at. Miami over the last 3 games, you see a lot of red over here, so this jumps out at me. They're 25th in total rebounds, 28th in offensive boards. They fell to 28th in three-point percentage, 29th in field goal attempts. So since they've been struggling over the last 3 games, Oklahoma City's coming off of a win. You can see our models have this as a tight game, and even OKC winning in a few of them. So if you want to take the +9, that's fine, but they could completely shit the bed. So I don't mind just risking it all and taking the money line in this game. And then one of my favorite plays here today is going to be the Cleveland-Orlando under. You can see 88% of the tickets are on the under in this game. It opened at 218. It fell to 217.5. And across the board, you can see our models. We're well below the 217.5, and our average is going to be about 201. So I come down here to look at our totals model, and we're at 203.8. And how we come up with that, we're going to take these average possessions over here, average them out, which they're playing at a decent pace, 10th and 11th. But if you come over here for this last 3 games, you see they're shooting terribly. So here in field goal percentage, they are Orlando's dead last at 45%, Cleveland's second to last at 46%. So they're moving at a good pace. They're not taking a ton of shots, but they're really not making many shots at all. And then the same thing with three-point and three-point percentage. They both rank in the bottom 5. I kind of lean over here at this +5, and I don't mind a money line pick here just because Orlando's lost 2 straight games. They're 1-2 at home. Cleveland's 4-2, 2-1 on the road. Money line there probably isn't bad, but the play I'm going to go with is going to be Cleveland-Orlando under 217.5. And even when you come over here and you look at these efficiencies, I mean, they're playing. Both teams are upside down. You got Cleveland that's only scoring 93 points per 100 possessions. Orlando's scoring 99 points per 100 possessions. So if we project this game out, even at 102, that's going to put it at about 205 points. And so it gives us a cushion from that 217. And then defensively, they're giving up a lot more points. So even if you play this game out average across the board at 100 points per team per 100 possessions, at 100, you're looking at 200 to 202 points. At 104, you're looking at, 204 to 208. Either way, we're going to go below the 217, so that's the other play that I like. So hope you guys like the video. I hope it's short, sweet, quick, and it gives you some ideas on some games to look at. So have a good day.